You are listening to another AlwaysMoto production. The AlwaysMoto podcast with your host, David Hogan. We talk moto events from around the world. All the injuries, all the training ins and outs, the bikes, parts and gear inspections. The results, we interview your favourite riders. It's the AlwaysMoto podcast. We occasionally have some coarse language and the odd stuff up along the way. If you don't like it or you don't agree with us, turn it off right now.
I'd like to remind you that he is not a doctor.
Welcome into the AlwaysMoto podcast. As always, I am your host, David Hogan, the physiotherapist from Australia, out here but in the US today, just as we're getting a bike riding past. That's Bright and Carol's bike heading down to sound check. We are at Southwick, round 5 of the Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. We are here at press day. We have had some interviews, we've had some riding. This little bit of audio here, there's only a few interviews here. I think there's 6 in total that you're going to hear. Just some questions about Southwick and how the guys are physically before the event. A couple of extra bits here with Eli as well that are pretty cool. Eli Tomac, that is, and I will be putting these together in some other videos and stuff that you'll see on socials over the next few weeks. But check out these interviews ahead of Southwick tomorrow. In terms of the track and what's going on here, I'm standing here looking over the pits from the back of the media tent. It's a hive of activity down here. People have all set up every which way. Pro pits are obviously all set out really beautifully here at Southwick. It's an interesting layout of a venue. Track itself, it's as you expect, it's sandy. You hear all the time that it's not quite a sand track, but for me, walking out on that track, it's sand. It was pretty deep in some sections. It's probably not European sand as everybody says, but from an Aussie who lives on the East Coast where tracks are pretty firm, and have been to some sand tracks down in South Australia and that sort of area, it's a sand track. So Southwick, yep, it's sand. But look, looking ahead to the racing tomorrow, there'll be plenty of action. We'll try and bring you some more stuff across fullnoise.com.au. And also on the AlwaysMoto podcast and YouTube channels, and it'll all be linked over, like I said, over to fullnoise.com.au, and there'll be more on the socials throughout the week. We're going to be at Southwick, we're going to be at Redbud, we're going to be at Millville, and we're going to be at Washougal. So 4 rounds coming up here in a row for the AMA series, and we'll be at these 4 rounds as Justin Cooper's bike just rolls past with his mechanic on it, heading down to sound check as well. So we'll be bringing you info direct from the pits over the next few weeks in America. So hopefully enjoy it. Hopefully you can check it out. If you like it, as always, subscribe to the channel. Follow it. Leave a rating if you can. That'll be awesome to have you a part of it here. But check out these interviews from press day here at Southwick. All right, TJ Albright on Southwick press day. Mate, I've just been shocked by the logo on your chest. I was expecting to see you on a different brand of bike, but you've got a Honda on the chest proudly now.
Yeah, making the debut for the Phoenix Racing Factory Connection Honda team, and yeah, it came together 7-8 days ago now. Have 3 days on the bike, and yeah, I'm super thrilled. I wasn't going to be doing any outdoors this year, and then I was riding a little bit, just staying ready, because you never know what, off the bike stuff and then on the bike stuff, you really never know what could come about. And yeah, I'm super grateful to David Eller, everyone at the Phoenix Racing Factory Connection Honda team, and yeah, I'm excited to have a platform and have a base to go out there and show what I can do. And yeah, I'm over the moon. It still doesn't feel real. I think tomorrow morning it'll feel real, but yeah, I'm extremely happy right now.
It's pretty cool to have that ride, but any particular reason you showed up at Southwick as the first one for you?
They needed a guy,
right.
And they, unfortunately, their guys have had some injuries, and they needed a guy, and I had to step up. And even though you could always use a little bit more prep and stuff like that, I've always wanted an opportunity like this, and I'm ready to take advantage of it.
So thoughts on Southwick as general as a track? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Does it suit your style? What do you think?
I've always liked Southwick. I grew up about an hour and a half from here. Didn't really ride here a whole bunch as an amateur, per se, maybe 3 or 4 times, and then I've done the Pro National 3 or 4 times. But yeah, it's Southwick. The morning is going to be super stressful with just having to go as fast as you possibly can and lay down a lap, and then the moto is going to honestly be all about who can go deep into that pain cave, and I'm looking forward to that. Haven't been in the pain cave outdoors in a while, so I'm gonna embrace it.
Okay, so Justin Barcia, just some thoughts on how the body is. You're obviously coming back from injury.
Yeah, I feel really good. Did a lot of therapy on the knee. Tore a lot of stuff up in there, so I sent it to a handful of surgeons, and they all said that they felt I didn't need surgery. So we got after therapy, me, Dr. G, and the crew there, and we got an MRI a couple weeks ago, and it looked really good. So we did a good job.
So we're here riding now.
Yeah, we're here riding. I got about 5 or 6 days under my belt, so not a lot of riding time, but it is what it is. I'm not. I don't have any high expectations or anything like that. I'm just want to be out here racing and having fun and being back around my crew.
I saw you bopping around. You're obviously feeling all right, and I saw the little U-turn on the start down here.
Yeah.
Just checking it out. You're obviously in a good mood. Obviously happy to be back on the bike. But thoughts on being at Southwick as the return race?
Yeah, so, I'm stoked to come back at Southwick. Obviously, a gnarly race to come back to. So, we'll just take it lap by lap and see where we're at. I have zero pressure, zero expectations. I don't even have to line up if I don't want to. Obviously, that's why I'm here, though. I want to line up and do it. And physically, my knee feels good. So, I don't think we have anything holding us back besides just not a lot of time on the bike.
Nate Thrasher, Southwick, mate, thoughts on Southwick and what sort of event it is to you? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you like the sand or not?
Yeah, I really like the sand. I haven't raced here in a couple years, but last time I did, it was awesome. It's going to be, it's a lot about a start here. The track's pretty narrow, but I really like it when it gets rough and gets beat up, and it gets some opportunities to pass. And it seems like this is one of the most endurance races of the year. So this year it's going to be a little cooler than the year I raced it, but it seems like it always shapes up good, and I really like this track.
Physically, you're ready to go? No issues at the moment?
Yeah, no, I feel good, ready to go. Just trying to build a little bit each weekend. Just have raced outdoors in a while, so just trying to get my feet back under me.
Perfect. All right, Harri Kullas at Southwick. Mate, what are your thoughts of Southwick as a track and a venue and comparison for sand?
Yeah, I mean, coming from Europe, it's not that deep sand, but at least we get some sand from in America. So really looking forward to that. I mean, I really enjoy riding hardbacks as well, but obviously sand is always nice. And
is that a favoured surface for you?
I mean, I lived in Belgium for 16
then
years.
Yes.
And I'm from Estonia, so we have sand track a lot. So I grew up on the sand track and obviously lived in Belgium, Lommel. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy that, and I enjoy when it gets rough. Unfortunately, we are second or first 450 this weekend, so it will be nice. It will be nice to be second, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and just try to get some better starts and have like a couple long, strong motos.
And how's the body at the moment? We're feeling good through the season so far?
Yeah, I mean, I had the injury, second round of Superos for me, and then I skipped all the rest of the Superos, so I came back for the outdoors. I just needed like a couple of races under me because back home we do the preseason races, like 2-3 to get the feeling of the bike, couple K-Tropes, but obviously, I missed the Superos, and I was running 250, then at 450, and different suspension this year, so I went back to last year's setting before the first round, so it's been just trying to figure out, but now lately, last couple 2-3 weeks been pretty good since Thunder Valley. I really enjoyed my bike, found the balance, the suspension is good, and the bike is what it is from the crate, so now we just try to make it happen at the races, because practice day has been really good, but now race day is race day.
Race day is different, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, if I can get a couple of good starts, I believe I can get somewhere where I was last year. So just try to stay on two wheels and enjoy those every lap on the rough, hopefully rough sand track.
Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Eli Tomac, Southwick. First off, Southwick's one of your more favourite tracks, at least from what I hear through the grapevine. Thoughts on Southwick this weekend, and why is it one of your more potent tracks?
Well, it's just the love for riding sand, and we don't have any other pure sand tracks for our series. So we're here now. It's been 3 years since I've raced it. It just requires a different flow and a different riding style from the usual surfaces that we get. Say with ruts and clay tracks. So it just, you get to float around those big sand berms, and it just requires a different feel. So, you change the motorcycle up a little bit, and it's definitely a place you love it or you hate. Good thing is I love it.
Yeah, you obviously do. Another question for you, just the difference this year, obviously you're racing against like Jet, Hunter, AP, versus in years back when you were in the championship mode there with Ken and Marvin. What's the difference about those two sort of periods in your career at this point? Is it, and I don't want to just bring up, age is the difference, but like, what for you is different about these sorts of scenarios that you're in now?
I would say just every rider has their own style, so each competitor presents its own challenges, and they all, and it's been that way. There's really no one alike. So for me, I try to stay on the top of my game, and try to keep fighting for wins. But for the riders themselves, it's hard to say, man. Just like other than each rider has their unique strengths and maybe weaknesses. So you try to figure that out as a racer, and then try to figure out weaknesses, and then figure out how to beat them straight up. So.
Has any of your time off recently with your injuries hurt you with that aspect of learning like Jet and Hunter, because you haven't really raced them too much?
It's it's
tough question.
It's a tough question. Other than it's just like each guy presents their own challenges. Right now, I would say Jet and Hunter's strengths are they start up front a lot. So that's something that I'm trying to figure out right now is being a better starter, putting myself in a better position early in the motos, because Jet's so fast. I have to start with him, or else he's just off to the races.
Yep.
And then
controlling it from the front, really, isn't he?
Really, yes. And then he's very good at managing a race. And then Hunter, of course, he's been actually super fast in the beginning of races. So it's the same thing. It's trying to get by him early in the races if I can, and just at the end of the day, it gets kind of beaten like a dead horse, but it comes down to being a better starter for me right now.
Disappointing, isn't it? But yeah. And one last one. So I have a bit of a theory about yourself and your fitness and your capabilities over the years. And when people say beast mode and you come through the pack towards the end, I have a bit of a theory. It goes obviously along with the cycling aspect from your father beforehand. But the fact that you live at elevation, and I don't think this gets spoken about enough, but that elevation aspect and the fitness that comes along with that red blood cell uptake, is that something that you think helps your physical capacity here in races, or am I up the wrong path as such?
I think it does. I do think it does have a benefit. I mean, you see cyclists train for it, in pre-seasons to build up the red blood cells, and of course when you come back down to elevation, I feel like I run at a lower heart rate. So, you have the negative effect of the motorcycle being a little bit slower, but in the 450s, it doesn't feel like it affects me as much practicing. Like I can make that transition pretty easy on the weekends now. As back in the 250 days, I would say I did struggle with it a little bit because the bike was so slow at elevation, but now I feel like physically, yes, it's an advantage that maybe gets overlooked.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it. All right, Cooper, Webb, we're at Southwick. Mate, what's your thoughts on the track? Do you like this venue? Do you dislike this venue? What's your weekend plan to be?
Yeah, I actually do like Southwick. It's a brutal place, but I grew up riding in the sand, so I like the sand. So yeah, it'll be fun. I enjoy riding here, and then for me, I'm hoping I can kind of break through to that next little group, get a little bit closer, and have a good weekend.
physically? How's the body at the moment? Obviously, season's long, and you've had some other seasons where you haven't made it all the way through. At the moment, things are going really well. How's the body?
Yeah, overall now finally healthy. Unfortunately, after Hangtown, I kind of been fighting a virus. Just you're this
One of
time
those things that
year.
goes around. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the last 2 were really tough physically, especially High Point. I was pretty down bad physically. But yeah, so the weekend off was much needed. I'm back healthy now from that end, but everything else has been good. Yeah, no injuries or anything like that, and yeah, it's kind of been good to get a little. When you're sick, you kind of get to rest a little bit in a strange way. So I'm actually feeling really good, fired up mentally, physically for the remainder of the year, and yeah, we're hopefully going to keep building throughout this outdoor season, and instead of maybe the opposite, where maybe some guys came in a little more prepared and they're kind of plateauing at this point.